Hello and welcome to the Heat Army podcast. We are dying to start the show, so while we're in the intro like this, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, like and comment away. We want all of your thoughts and views for the start of the show as we get started, and we can't wait to hear from you. Also as well, we'd like to say a massive thank you to our sponsors at Northern Print Solutions, because without their help we wouldn't be able to broadcast the way we do. So let's get ready for the show. Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Heat Army podcast. We've got lots to talk about. The Takeover isn't one of them things. Pardon me. Of course, we're still waiting for that to happen or not happen. Either way, I'm sure, like a lot of us, you'll be probably just as sick of waiting and the anticipation for it happening. But we'll get into all of that. Of course, we've got a win. We've won eventually, a good win. Get ourselves back on track. We've got debut goals to talk about as well. We've also got departures. Jack Rolls has left the club. We've got a big game on Saturday, 5:30 kickoff. Where are you going to be watching? Are you having a party? Are you going to the Tynesider? We're going to get all into it. And obviously, your messages is what we want. And bring the lads in. Hello there, boys.
Hey, up Davey, lads. Is Mickey there, or is it just me circling?
That's a cracking Easter bonnet you've got there, Mickey.
Yeah, I said I'd wear it because it's the women's well-being group.
I haven't got Mickey. Is Mickey there?
Mickey's there. Yeah, Mickey's there.
Just
yeah.
Oh my God!
It was made at the well-being. It's been made by the women's well-being group today, and I was asked to wear it on the podcast to promote the women's well-being. So I've got a nice Easter bonnet.
I was going to say yes. Just can you give us a proper look? I'll put your full screen, Mickey. 1 second. Oh no, that's me, not Mickey. There we go. Full screen. There we go, Mickey.
There you go.
Gorgeous.
It's got carrots on, ice cream on the top.
Lovely.
So there you go.
Well, good on you, Mickey.
Steely isn't set either. Oh, what a nightmare I've had here. I thought I had it all set up before we went live. What a pain. But as ever, fully interactive. Please like and subscribe. We've had a load of new subscribers in the past week, so thank you very much. If you are one of those new people that's joined us, Gateshead Stats has sent a message in. Fantastic effort from the players and Mags and his team sticking to their principles and playing. It is, and we've got news on the ladies, what we'll put up later on from Gateshead Stats. Thank you very much. The lovely Darcy's, but even all great win on Saturday. Well, unfortunately, I wasn't there. I've got a dose of man flu. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm still under the weather.
Under the weather.
Oh, you big what a girl, lads.
I know. My mum says I'm a big strong boy, so I'll stick with that. Trina's put evening all back to winning ways on Saturday, and say Trina is in the background. Mickey, you were watching, what was it, the chocolate
Great Chocolate Showdown?
Great Chocolate Showdown, but was there any chocolate in the fridge?
No.
Of course there wasn't. There you go.
It was all in the pantry.
Obviously, we've got all these good evenings from everybody.
We've got Craig, Liv.
Well, and then got the lovely Roof, evening all. Hope you feel much better. I've still got a bit of a little niggle and cough and a sore throat, but I'm getting there.
Oh, bless. What's coming first? Christmas or the Takeover? What's going on? Someone tell us. Can you just put us out of misery? I'm just sick of it now.
I'll go to the presentation screen. Here we are, of course. It is episode 458, and I say topics there. Kenton's back, so's Grayson.
Woo!
Takeover ? Is still there. Rules ruled. He's recalled by we'll talk about him, of course. 2 home debut goals for Robson and Akinola. Forest Green away on Saturday. Prediction League, your messages and anything else. So we'll go forward here. Obviously,
yes, we are.
There's a little bit of tongue in cheek. Anyone bored of it now? I'm sure the people involved on both sides are probably quite fed up with it as well. Rumor mills going around. We're not going to go into anything because we don't know anything cast day, and we wouldn't anyway on the rumor mills, if it wasn't any factual based. We only deal what's in print or what's been tweeted, what we can reference. But at the moment, from where we were a couple of weeks ago when we were told it was imminent, to be here nearly 3 weeks later, or getting in towards 3 weeks later, is quite frustrating, because we went from excitement, nervousness of what could potentially happen, with people saying that this new consortium have a lot of money and want to invest in the area as well, to it not happening. And we're seeing it just drag on, and then it went silent, which is another thing which has been quite worrying. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I'm sure everyone else has their thoughts, but Steely,
it's a bit of a roller coaster, isn't it? Just for everyone, the emotions going through for everyone. Is it happening? Is it happening tomorrow?
2 weeks ago, we were all either refreshing our mobiles or pressing F5 on a keyboard, weren't we? And now it's to the point of I don't even want to look. To be frank,
and the trouble is like, obviously the club can't say anything. Of course they can't, because it'll just be wherever it is at, solicitors or wherever. So, but we find that frustrating, because we want news. We want to sort of, where's this at? But of course, we appreciate, from a legality point of view, they obviously can't say anything, which is fine.
I know some people may point out and go, well, Hartlepool's being very very
translucent.
They're very translucent with theirs, but theirs is a different one. It's an internal takeover, so the people that are there are already in place and wanting to talk about it. This is I know it's pronounced as a hostile takeover. It isn't hostile in that way. That's just the way they do it. When enough board shareholders vote, then it's classed as hostile, because the rest of the board shareholders don't have a say. That's just business. So we're at that point now. We're still waiting. It's frustrating. It's worrying to a little fact, because obviously we were told that the club at the supporters club meeting, that if it wants to go forward, then this takeover has to happen, because these people have more funds and the bigger reach in the game. Of course, with Victor, that's on the screen there, Premier League player, international player. And his connections, and obviously the consortium that's behind him, who we're hoping to be able to speak to once it's complete and find out the plans and introduce them to the fan base. But we're in limbo at the moment, and it's been a long 3 weeks. I must admit, lads, I've went from being nervous about it to being excited about it, to now being at the point where I'm like, I just wish this wasn't happening, because it's taken up all my spare time with thought. I'm like, is this going to happen? You get nervous about it, aren't you, Mickey?
David, it's probably sorry, Mickey, I'll let you speak in a second. David, it's probably why you've become ill. You know what I mean? You've let your guard down, because it is seriously, because your emotions up and down every day. You just get flattened by it. Right, Mickey, go on. Sorry.
Well, I'm not so sure Victor Inich will probably take us serious, and then he's the bonnet.
Hey, it's for good cause.
It's a good cause.
Yeah, you like a good cause, I suspect. So
but to be honest, I'm hoping, because it's quiet, that's good news. That means they're sitting working out. Whatever's got to be worked out is getting sorted out. This takeover was never going to be as straightforward as we all thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Whether, there might be 95% done, whatever they are. But there's still always going to be little things in the background that might have crept up. It's...
Football isn't straightforward business, is it? I think we all...
It's not. And, Victor... I don't want to say I'm getting bored with it, because I'm quite looking forward to the takeover, and I really want this consortium to take it on.
Obviously, I think it's the process that we're bored with. The anxiety of waiting, and we all have that cloud behind us of the, dare I say it, the Italian businessman. Where you're like, oh, is this holding up because there's something wrong? Is there something, and I'm sure it isn't, but we've been burnt. That you can't help that in human nature. It doesn't matter if you're a football fan or something else, whether you know, say you've bought a house and it was a disaster, and then you go to buy another house, you're going to be nervous again. So yeah, that's where we're at, and it's just
It's like trepidation. Yeah,
it is a lot of it, and we've got typical. I missed the game on Saturday when we win. Same here. We've got Alan guesses in your Easter bonnet.
a bit.
Yeah, there we go. And we've got, by the way, Mickey, did I play my Joker on Saturday? I'm not sure. We'll find out when we get to the.
Yes, you did. You did. You did play your Joker, Stephen.
Oh, Stephen.
Hang on. Obviously, because we've got one of the country's top ornithologists, if not the top ornithologist. Mickey, could you just put your down, please, and show so Mickey, so Davey can identify the bird.
Oh, sorry,
There's no bird on it. It's carrots and it's bunnies, basically.
I thought there was a bird on the front.
Davey,
it's rabbit's feet and tail.
Yeah,
Davey, and naturally, you were talking about John Ollie a few minutes ago. There, that's not, you know.
Yeah.
let's get that right.
Yeah. We've got one thing, a nice bit of news here in a sad time. Hi everyone, I got my bereavement counsellor. She's lovely. Well, hopefully, you know, you can take the step forwards to obviously heal and you know, the love. Somebody knows, but no, obviously that must be about the takeover. Yeah, it's, you know, this is where we're at. It does feel a little bit like we're in limbo, doesn't it? You know,
look, it happens when it happens. It'll be. I'm fairly positive it'll be a positive thing when they do take over. Just keep patient. Let things sort themselves out. It's pointless we're knickers in a twist waiting for it to happen. It'll happen when it happens, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not getting my knickers in a twist for anybody. But let's get the highlights on from Saturday. Of course, I wasn't able to attend to it. Neither was Steely.
Yeah.
So obviously, so first time I've had a proper look at them, and I'll get these on. Oh my God, there was someone else commentating there. That was horrible. Right.
It was just wrong, wasn't it? I saw it on the online, and I was just like, "This is just wrong." Where's the
BBC boomed it all over the northeast?
Yeah, no. In all seriousness,
I'm not criticizing.
I love Colin and Decker. They're absolutely fantastic. I'll say, look, the team is obviously the starting lineup was very, very strong. The bench was strong, and obviously we got the win. But nice to see us, you know, scoring goals and creating.
Yeah, and playing the football we're accustomed to.
Of course, Mickey was there, so I'll let him give a true synopsis of the game.
Well, first off, it was Gateshead back, and don't underestimate how good Brandon Houndstrop and Penton were. They were both brilliant. Akinola as well. I mean, it took his goal well. As he caught it properly, we're not sure, but it went in. I thought they were the three best players on the park for me all game. Humbles, I felt sorry for Humbles because they were playing him at wing back and he kept stopping. And it's not his natural position.
No.
But the team looked absolutely much better. They were playing what I would call a very poor Dagenham as well, mind. They are doomed them.
Yeah, they're going down now.
I've got no doubt about it. Even 2-1, it wasn't as close as the scoreline suggests. I mean, when they got one goal back, you know, you could, with a bad run, you could tell the nerves were creeping back in as well.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a much better performance, and Grayson coming on as well. That's another positive in it.
Well, I mean, I put a tweet up saying the Holy Trinity because someone put a photo up since the first them three together. You know, and that opens up. I mean, you said Brandon Houndstrop had a fantastic game, Mickey. He always does. It's just trying to keep him fit. You know, he's been very. We know he can play fantastic at left wing back. If you have arguably, I think everyone would kind of agree having Kenton, Tinks, and Grayson at the back three and then if you had Honstrop, and Hannant as the wing backs and keep everybody fit, it would be a phenomenal setup.
I think so. I mean, Houndstruck was playing on the left-hand side of the three, and I just thought he was excellent. Yeah, the whole stand stood up for him when he come off. This is a good goal as well.
Yeah, really
Nice.
well taken.
I mean, the keeper just got his ankle to it, didn't he? But it was well placed and well hit.
I thought we were going to get an absolute ultimate karma because Kieran Evans had scored against Carlisle and Ethan Robson scored.
Yeah.
And Carlisle were 2-1 doing at half time. I thought, please stay like this.
By the way,
But it
mate,
didn't,
what was the pitch like? It seems to be sort of a bit bare in areas, but I don't know if that's just sort of a camera angle.
very bubbly. Really, really bubbly. There was one, it's not on the thingy there. I was telling Davey today, was a ball in midfield. Someone rolled it back to Akinola, and he was just kind of taking it down with the instep, and it bobbled up and hit him on literally, on his solar plexus type of thing.
Does anyone else play on it? Does anyone else?
Well, I don't know when the egg chasing starts, but isn't the egg chasing playing on there now?
I'm not
soon.
Though I think I don't know if they're still going to be playing there or not. I don't know.
I don't know.
Never really been talked about, has it? But of course, you imagine if you can see in the background of the highlights there, of course, the new vendor. That's an unfortunate one for Shelby to come off from there, but it could have done a bit better, I think. But it was a good run. It was a good run.
What were you saying about the far side
tackle again?
Sorry,
it was a poor tackle by Malcolm, and no one went out to close him down.
No. On the far side there, of course, the new vendors obviously doing something with the stadium because that roof is coming down on the far side. So, whether or not the new vendors are wanting to have the rugby there as well, you would imagine they'll want as much income and use out of the stadium as possible. No Thunder, not coming back. So the Thunder aren't. Mag's very critical of the pitch in the post-match interview. But look, I mean, we've got the 3 points. We badly needed it. I think you've seen on social media there was an outpouring of team spirit from the lads. They were all posting about it. It's great to get back in there and get the 3 points. Yes, you'd like to get a clean sheet. You'd like to run someone over 5-0 to get back to the confidence in there. But look, 3 points, 2 goals from new players as well. Players coming back. It's a step in the right direction, and it's what we badly needed.
It is, but I'm still really worried about our front line.
Yeah,
I am really worried about the front line. The midfield, we're going to have to do better than they did on Saturday because I didn't think any of the front three that come on done much on Saturday. That's the only negative.
Scoring goals, creating chances, sir.
Well, let's hope it's a case of getting a bit more familiar with each other and stuff like that.
Yeah,
putting things on a plate for them.
By the way, lads, it's bonkers, isn't it? When you look at the league table, we've been. Let's be honest, that's one of the worst runs in my time as a supporter. It was a really bad run, and yet we're only like 2, 3, 4 points behind a lot of the teams. And you think, shows you how open that's sort of beyond York, how open it is. Anyone can beat anyone on their day.
Yes, well, there we go. Apologies for all the adverts around there for some reason bringing them up, but obviously we're in 6 on 63 points. Results went our way somewhat at the weekend. Still got a 3-point gap to outside of the playoffs, but we should need to be looking up. One win could get us a win and a lot of goals could get us back into 4th, and we want to finish in them 4th and 5th spots for a home tie in the. If we are fortunate enough to be in the playoffs, that is, for a home tie in the quarterfinal of the semis of the playoffs, as it is. It's still all there to play for. The positives are on our side. Players are coming back. There's fresh legs in the side. Hopefully, we can go to Forest Green on Saturday and show who Gateshead are. Now, Forest Green lost 2 in their last 3. Kind of, I'm not saying they've took the foot off the pedal and coasting towards the playoffs, but bar a catastrophe, they're going to get 3rd place in the playoffs pretty easy here. But that said, if we can go there and play our game, they haven't been beat at home in a year, have they?
Wow.
It's going to be a big ask, but if we play our way, we'll hopefully get something out of that game, whether it's a point or not. A
It's
point.
not plastic, is it? It's not plastic down there, is it? No, it's not. No.
I don't think the owner does plastic, does he?
Is it the new lawn where they play?
Yeah, be the new lawn, the Vegansville.
I mean, obviously you won 3 points, but a point wouldn't be the end of the world.
Right.
We're going to battle to stay in there. I mean, we've got to turn around that form. There's no lying. Look at those 4 L's. They're there for a reason because we played badly. Yeah. We need to get ourselves into a good run of form.
Big games, the next 2. I know they all are, or the next 5 are, but the next 2 are massive. Well, basically, we're playing the 3rd and 2nd top teams.
Well, exactly. And that's who you're going to be playing in the playoffs if you're going to finish there. But of course, the next 2 games are home games that we've got left are all ticket. So remember, buy your ticket in advance for these games. Should be fantastic.
What a crowd against York.
Yeah. We've got used to be one of the best. It has had a hell of a lot of water through it this year, though. You've seen we had games flooded in October, wasn't it?
Yeah.
To be honest, I think it needs a good heavy roller over it.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? That's what it needs,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're allowed to. Do you wet it then put the heavy roller? I'm not really sure. I'm not.
It's not Simon. It's not Simon who's left. Batty's retired. So he was who looked after it for a long time. So he's retired. So Simon hasn't left. And I was speaking to Simon today. It's nice to hear that his partner is on the road to recovery because he's had a hard time. Yeah. So we're sending our love to Simon and the missus. Right. So as I say, we have got lots of things coming on, but we've been talking about it a little bit here. The I'll get to it here. 1 second. There we go. Forest Green away. Where you're watching it because it's on the telly. If you aren't going down, I know the Tyneside on Gateshead High Street are showing the game at a 5:30 kickoff, so we'll know if results have went our way or been good to us, should I say, earlier in the day. And going into that game should give a bit of momentum, hopefully, to push forward if the teams underneath us have slipped up.
I've seen the fixtures. I'm not hopeful.
It's tough.
Yeah. Well, Steely's smashing the place up in disgust.
I think Steely's just jumped up in the air, ain't he?
We'll watch it, lads. We'll watch it.
Also as well, a bit of side news. Our neighbours Spennymoor have made it to the FA Trophy final, which is fantastic.
Congratulations, Spike and all the lads.
I mean, look it down there. It'd be great for them.
But we've had 2 wonderful seasons going down there. It's amazing. I don't, I'm for any of the northeast sides apart from Blythe. You want them going to Wembley, but in all
seriousness, they'd be looking to get to Wembley. Never mind Wembley.
Look at you get to Wickham the way they're going. I'm over the moon for them, and of course, bit of a Gateshead connection there. A couple of former Gateshead players, but Rutledge scoring the equalising goal to take it 2 penalties. And hopefully they can bring the cup back to the northeast again and make the northeast a stronghold for the competition.
Did you see Spennymoor's tweet today about that letter?
Yeah, that was quite funny, wasn't it? But also on a personal note, because obviously we've had Graham Lee on the podcast, and of course we spoke to him at length about his dad, and I had sent him actually a DM from our Twitter account just saying, well done, your dad would be really proud of you. And then I seen an interview afterwards where he said he was carrying his dad's ashes and throughout the game kissing them. And I'm sure his dad was looking down and pulled some strings for him. And look, a lovely Northeast football family. I'm just really pleased. You couldn't write it. It's a lovely story. And, of course, a club that his dad managed for him to get that team to Wembley is amazing.
You just know. We were on the bus with Tony Lee, and he'd come off the bus and he'd be asking how Sheffield were doing. That's where Graham Lee was at the time. And then he'd be trying to find out where his aunt was and what their result was. So he was a family man. He's a football man.
Football
And
man, through. Aye.
Yeah, and
to the whole Lee
now
family.
the move for Spike.
Yeah, for the whole Lee family, it's a fantastic thing to see them get there. And you know, hey, you never know, they might get themselves up into the National League in the coming seasons. You never know. We got really pleased for Spenny there. And someone's put, how are you, Spenny? I'm not that far. We've got going 2-1 on Saturday for Forest Green. Oh, hey, man, calm it down, Sean. Oh, we're not even there yet. Of course, if you're just joining us, fully interactive, please like and subscribe. We've had a glut of people liking and subscribing. It's been fantastic. And obviously got great viewing figures tonight, considering I know a lot of people like to watch a Newcastle game.
It's because of the Easter bonnet.
It is the Easter bonnet. And apparently we've got something, you've been pulled up on that, Mickey. There's a bunny on the front of it, not an ice cream.
There's a bunny on the top of it. There's a bunny on the bunny's foot, and it's got a bunny on the top, apparently, and some carrots.
Oh, well, there we go. I mean, you should. Oh, God.
I think you put that.
Now, you know, I'm very engaged with my children, and tonight we did an Easter egg competition for school. I only just remembered that tomorrow I had to get out and get the eggs today. And I boiled a load and all cracked. I was like, oh, for God's sake.
Oh, do we still do that? Pinning the eggs?
Yeah. Well, you've got to do it at home now, though. Aye, they didn't let you do it.
Put some vinegar in the water, Davey, when you're boiling them.
It's done now. It's done. But there was an Easter bonnet one last week, right? So Elaine went away on holiday and she goes, can you help her decorate it? So we put a bit of false grass around it, and it was all right. And I thought, well, that'll do for her. Sitting in the car as all the kids go in with these absolutely stunning works of art. Like one of them had like a full cream egg bonnet, and it was like, you're like, how? And then another one had like, it was like 4 foot on top. It was massive. It was like a castle, and there was all these things. And I said to Sophia, we both looked at each other, and I went, I'm sorry, but I think you're going to come last. And she goes, I think I'm going to come last as well. Like, obviously, some of these parents must be ringers, you know what I mean? There's some GCSE A-level art there or whatever.
Was she like, oh, I'll just leave it in the car?
More or less. But in the end, she finished 5th. All right. And I went, how?
Less is more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's probably homemade. None of this sports.
Oh, stuff. Yeah. I mean, obviously, which one's parents had really went to town on these, Easter bonnets.
Well done, 5th.
Yeah, 5th. And
that's a playoff place.
Yeah. Was it?
That's a sign.
Oh, look at that. Emmy did egg ollie.
Oh,
wow.
And
did the egg have like lots of big bushy like blonde hair?
A Gateshead badge. I'll send a photo next week. Oh, fantastic! Yeah, we'll put them up.
Send his badge. I send Ollie in as well. Yeah, get him in
next week. And
egg ollie, I like that.
I remember paste eggs from 1967.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. But yeah, no, I was
like, to roll them down the hill.
Yeah, let's get the best Gateshead FC ones in. Come on.
We've just done the Easter eggs, and neither of them have got an imagination, which I'm actually so I'm like, what about like doing a little statue of the angel and then painting the egg as a 21 bus going past, because it has to be a northeast theme. It can't just be an Easter egg competition. They've always got a spanner in the works. So Jack has just put like grass and the angel of the north and this yellow thing. I don't know what it is, but God bless him, he was proud of it. Sophia, now I was thinking outside the box here, and she doesn't win, I'm going to be really knocked. I've got to do Joseph Swan inventing an invention of a light bulb, right? So we've done like an old-fashioned light bulb with the element in, like and then in the corner, it's got like Joseph Swan's workshop, light bulb inventing 1860, and then in the corner we've got failed attempts, and it's loads of cracked eggshells. So
this is good.
Yeah,
this is good. So, when do you find out?
You have really thought outside the box.
Yeah. Outside
the egg box.
outside the Wheatos box, because that's another thing. You can't just take an egg; it's got to be in a display box now. So, yeah. So anyway, there we go. We digress.
We want to see the result of that.
Yeah, and someone's put, what a dreadful thing to say. No, they haven't got any imagination. I thought, well, the thing is, though, making it Northeast, it was just like Sophia's like, everyone's done Angel of the North. I was like, yeah, you don't want to be doing that.
Well, there you go. And it's like
my dad,
egg Ollie.
So I think we've got the photos of their eggs, so I'll get them up very shortly. Yeah. So
I think egg Ollie's brilliant. That's a fantastic one.
Yeah,
you know what? I don't. You know what? You know, I said it's awful. Everyone's doing the angel as an egg. There's a good one coming, right? So scrap what I said. Oh, there's another one. No, that's amazing. Actually, I like that one. That's good. It's very much definitely captured Greg Ollie's nose. So 1 second, I'll get these up here.
Greg Ollie's nose.
I hope Anne and John's watching.
Yeah. While these are uploading, 1 second, so I'll get that.
Are you going to do like a song and a dance?
Well, no, there's a bit of merch coming out.
Yes.
I know how everybody loves us. I was hoping to get around to making a jazzy advert for it, but I haven't. I've just got the pictures. But if you would like your own Davy Steele doll, there it is.
Hang on a second. I love the whiskey. Can we have a Scotch whiskey? That's all right.
Yeah, and then you've got the wild birds. You've got the binoculars, and there you are, all set up.
So
then,
we don't have, by any chance, have like the set. There's not the three of us by any chance.
There is a set. There we go. There's Mickey. There we go. So we've got the pan for the only pans, and the pans in the background, of course. And we've also got the cap, and I don't know what the bottle is. AI did this, of course.
Sauce.
That looks like a sauce type, chili sauce type thing.
And then AI did me dirty with the chins. So.
You look like James Bond.
I know.
A Mars bar. Why have we given you a Mars bar?
That's it, put in a Mars bar. But yeah, I don't know what the keys are for. I don't know if I'm going to a key swapping party or something. So yes, anyone wants their merch there, £8,000 each. It's 23 grand. So and plus packaging and VAT. But yes, there we go. I did my mother-in-law. I don't think she was too happy.
Oh, not the mother-in-law.
What was the name? Parcel box and gloves and that.
No, I did Elaine, and it wasn't very complimentary. She didn't like it at all. She's like, "What are you used?" I was like, "Yeah, we got fantastic." There we go. Fantastic says live. We've got what's it? What we got? 1 second. No sound effects for Mr. Ollie. Hang on a second. We'll go. Wrong one. There we go.
Spoken like a true man.
And perfect timing.
Spoken like a true man.
Just as you were mentioning earlier.
We've got watch out, Steely. You might have to pay bird tax. Hey. And Crystal Stories would take my money now. That's great. We'll get £8 grand plus £4 post and packaging. Yeah, so I'll have one of those next day delivery, please, says the Rusty Squid.
Oh, goodness.
All those action figures this week's prize. No, they're not. It's just fun. But
we've got Ollie's egg.
The real we'll go with this is I think Emmy's was the Greg Ollie one, wasn't it? So this is Darcy's.
Oh, that's impressive. That is impressive.
She's 14 in the box. Boom, tish. It's all right. It's just someone walking past. It's all right. And then Greg, this is the one for the Ollies. Here we are. Oh, down. Good God, dog. Right. There we go.
Wow.
I
love that. Class.
Well done, Darcy and Emmy. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Feel awful saying that the kids are in the Angel of the North one, you know.
I tell you, that Angel of the North one was pretty good.
Next week. No, next week. When's Easter? Not the week after, isn't it? I think we should get more. I think we should get people to submit their eggs.
Brilliant.
Wonder if you can fertilize them.
I was going to shout. I'm sure there's a clinic for that.
Yeah. It was
Oh.
polytastic, and yes, and Mr. Luke joins us. Hello, gents. Great win against Dagenham. Must have needed that rotten run we were on, and love the hat, Mickey. Yes,
Thank you very much, Luke.
And great work. I think that goes out to Emmy and Darcy, of course. And
Yeah, with the egg.
Yeah, brilliant eggs. Winners right there. I hope they do win for them. But as I say, I think the action figures, if we could afford to make them, we would. It would be fantastic, that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. And then all the spin-off gear that comes with it.
Oh, yeah. Well, look at imagine having a cup with that on. It'd be great. Right. As I say, the predictions are coming up. We'd like to get your predictions in now, of course, for the game away to Forest Green. Also, as well, as ever, we still have a podcast with all the artwork made and everything else if the takeover happens. If that does happen and we are able to, we will endeavor to have that show on that day. All right. But if it happens on, is it Wednesday? You're busy, Mickey, aren't you? So we might not.
Wednesday, it's Tony's 18th birthday. So
if you're watching Mr. Onichibi, don't do it Wednesday. We'll kind of get the show.
Not Wednesday, please.
Yeah, not Wednesday. And
well, Tony's official age to drink, so I'll just take her down the stadium. We'll have cans with her birthday.
Oh, well, there we go. Yes.
It's good enough for St. James's. It's good enough for us.
Yeah. Right, all two of them down there. Yeah. Right. The predictions are flying in. I'll go first. Actually, no. I'll tell you what, we've got to getting ahead of ourselves here. We should have.
What about
the league table?
Who played the Joker? Who played the Joker again?
Steve Barfield. But
Steve Barfield played his Joker.
It hasn't been added. It's going to be added to next week's table, I believe.
All right.
Oh, as it stands, St. Geordie's up. Oh no, is that the right one?
No.
Can it be? Can it? No, I don't think it is. I don't think I've uploaded the right one.
That was before the Dagenham game.
It was before. 1 second. Where is it? I think this is it here. It is. Yeah. Sorry. Apologies, everybody. We're normally more professional than that. There we are. Look, so I'm down to 14. St. Geordie is at the top. I believe this is the right one. I hope it is. I don't know if I've downloaded.
Oh, Craig got 3 points for the 3-1 defeat. Ooh.
Yeah. All right, so he's up there. You know where it is? Sure.
Where's Steve on this? There he is, Steve. So he's down in 20th, aren't you, Steve?
Yeah.
28th, sorry. But it'll do you worldly good, Steve.
Bounce him right up there. He'll get flying up that league. But as I say, get your predictions in. It can all be changed next week. And I had the right one up the first time, apparently. So yeah, right. Pardon me. Right. So these predictions are coming to come in. We'll do ours first. I'll go. I'm going to go 2-2 draw.
Oh, what are you thinking, Mickey? You don't like to go for defeat, do you? So, it's tough, this, isn't it? Way to Forest Green. Oh,
I'm going to down one each.
Oh, it's bastard. I was going to say
Language.
I was going to
see hands around with sailors, can't you?
in docks. All right, now I'm going to go just like the Barnet game. I think it'll be tight, but I think it'll go beat 1-0. We'll lose 1-0. Sorry.
Well, Darcy is going for a 3-2 win to Gateshead.
That'd be amazing if we won 3-2.
It would be about. Sorry, we haven't got Mickey's actually. Sorry. Oh, I did, didn't it? It was 1-1. Yeah.
1-1.
Yeah.
Darcy's going 3-2, as is Sean Parry's going 3-2. We've got St. Geordie's going 2-1 win against Forest Green, as is Alan Guest. Colin Dilbo is going 1-1. The Rusty Squid is going 1-1. Ken Webster 2-1. Mr. Luke 2-0 Gateshead. Everyone's got the positivity back, haven't they?
Yeah.
2-1 to the Heat, says Steve Farnfield. No jokers. Trina's going for the goals. 4-2 to Gateshead. Steve Farnfield 2-1.
You want to keep off that drain cleaner, you? Tell that. She's
Just-
murder when she's on gloss.
I was just saying it's better than your tea. We've got 1-1, says Christopher Story, and the Joker. He's playing his Joker. That was Barney. I don't know. Barnett. Oh, yeah, sorry. I must have got it wrong.
Yeah.
You had the right one up first time. Yeah, sorry. Right, we've got 1-1, says Mr. Gray and John Ollie.
Spoken like a true man.
He goes 2-2. It's never going to get old, that. We've got Darren's going 2-0 loss. Liv 3-1 win. Poppy 5-1 win.
One Poppy.
And Joshua, the men in that house are right down there. Joshua's going 3-1 loss. Dave Edwards is going 1-1. We're getting a reason why the Rusty Squid's going 1-1 because they've been unbeaten at home for a year, and we're capable of scoring a goal. Oh, Craig! Oh, he's pulling them jokers out. He's up there. Craig.
Craig's going to storm the division if he wins.
Yeah,
I tell you though, if we won, that would be a massive statement win. If we won the game,
it would. It
would give them the huge confidence lift.
Massive. That would beat anybody then.
It would announce that we're back on the scene, wouldn't it? After
oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I would equate? If we could beat Forest Green, I would equate it to that when we won at Barnet under Gary Mills. They have the same effect.
Yeah, that's
right.
right.
Give them the chance to get in the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's right.
You know what it is? I had put the prediction in that.
Oh, yeah, Trina's laughing at a comment, so you'll have to find out what it is. All right.
Oh, yeah. Look at. There you go, Mickey. Gorgeous.
Yeah, it's for a good cause.
Yeah, good cause, Mickey. Good on you.
Yeah. And
what I haven't told you yet is for every minute that I've put a word for the podcast, you two have got to stick a pound per minute into the.
I didn't know what he was going to say. Every minute I wear this, you've got to stick something up. Anyway, if you are just joining us, of course, we've been talking about the great win on Saturday to get Gateshead back to winning ways. The takeover, everyone's kind of about it at the moment. We just want it done one way or another. Of course, are you going down to Forest Green? It's a long trip. It's a late kickoff, so I'd imagine if you are going, you're probably stopping over. It's going to be a bit of a hassle to get back from that one on the same night. Be a hell of a drive or train journey. I'd imagine you're not going to get back till the next day either way. Also, as well, predictions if you want to get them in. And
have you ever been Steely?
Not a Forest Green, no.
I've been to. I went to the late Mickey Thornton.
It's not. It's sort of just sitting almost like a village, isn't it? It's not like a big place.
In Stroud.
Stroud, is that where it is? Is it now?
Right. But anyway, a pain in the backside to get there.
Yeah.
And it's a pain in the backside, the food.
You forget, by the way, that it was a football league club last year. It came down last season, didn't it?
Well, Mickey, any team news on the ladies? We've got something here. Ladies fixtures rearranged for Bishop Auckland on the 4th of the 5th against Bishop Auckland and the 18th of the 5th against Washington. Only 3 points separate the bottom 5 clubs.
Yeah, I thought they would have won yesterday. I couldn't get yesterday because Tony was down. I thought they would have won yesterday. They got beat 2-1. But it's in their own hands if they can win the games because they've got Concert, they've got Bishop, they've got Washington. If they can get on a run and win them games, they'll stay up.
Yeah,
they've got a hell of a chance. It's in their own hands. But it was disappointing to see that they got beat yesterday. But that's what happens, They're up and down at the minute, sadly.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they can, keep themselves up. Stayed in Tewkesbury when I went to Forest Green Rovers.
Oh.
Yeah, so there you go. We've got grass burgers, grass fries, grass pies on the menu. Yes, it's a vegan club. I once got a vegan sausage roll from Greg's because they were like, "I'll run out of sausage rolls when I got a vegan one." And I was just like, "Oh, I'm hungry," and yeah.
Well, and the late Mickey Thornton was there, and he asked if they'd done burgers or pies, and they said no, and they had sustainable that did have fish and chips on, which looked nice, to be fair. And Mickey just turned around and says, "Well, if you haven't got pies, you can shove it all up your ass," and walked away. I just stood there laughing.
What can you do? What can you do?
But all the players storm off to McDonald's afterwards because
And how's fish? How's that vegan? That's not vegan.
It's sustainably caught or something or grown.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
whatever. But
actually, talking about fish and the environment, you had a bit of a time today.
Aye, bit of an oil spillage in the harbour, and we've got it sorted out. But it's the last thing you want, like, isn't it? At a national nature reserve, and you think, oh my god,
How did that happen?
It's pure accident. It just came up one of the boats. Yeah, it's pure accident. So, but we'll have to deal with it. You know what I mean? You can't just sit and let it float away.
Course. Yeah.
Oh god.
So what you did, get like a big fishing net and
almost, yeah. It's like this what's called a spill kit. Yeah, you can put it on the surface.
Has it got human hair in it?
Not that I'm aware of. I think it's wool.
No, because years ago there was big spillage, and they said they were using nets, like a round net.
That's it. That's the one. Yeah.
Human hair in it, because human hair it clung better, the oil, to human hair.
Wow. Hey,
you learn it
you
all.
learn.
Yeah, you do. It is.
I think what you set up for us, Davey.
that's right. Actually, that the ship which when they smashed into each other off East Yorkshire. Well, the one which did the smashing and basically burnt itself out, it got towed past my place a couple of weeks last week when it's gone to Aberdeen. The other one's got
we mentioned it on the podcast last week.
Yeah.
Oh, did I? I'm getting old, I can't remember these things.
I know. Apparently, fish farms are worse than beef farms. Apparently, any truth in that?
Horrendous, yeah. They're horrendous things like fish farms. Yeah.
I'll
be careful what we're saying here, but yeah, they're bad.
Yeah. No, I know the salmon ones are pretty bad, aren't they? Because there's like little nets and locks and stuff. Yeah. So
the chemicals are used and all that, lice and all this. Anyway.
Yeah. See how informative this podcast is. We've got Patrick Stories going 3-1 to the Heed. As obviously didn't manage to get it in before. Strout Brewery's beer is great, and they stall in the Strout Market every Saturday afternoon. There you go.
So there you go.
Get yourself down and have a cheeky snifter.
Isn't all beer great?
I see. I don't like ales. Don't like. Yeah,
God, you're not one of these who wants a fruit brace drink, are you?
No. I don't like a blonde lager. I just like a pilsner. That's my. And I like a John Smith's in a shandy. See, I'm there.
You're living the high life. John Smith's in a shandy.
I'll not.
One of my favourites is Wainwright's.
Oh, they're nice, Mickey. They're nice. I like Shipyard as well. The IPA from America. You know that one. It's nice.
I've had Brooklyn beer. Have you had that?
No.
That's not very nice. There goes that sponsorship. But remember Thwaites?
Yeah, I remember Thwaites. Yeah,
Lancashire way in it. That one.
Yeah,
microbreweries now, isn't it? That's
really was it Marston's that used to be at Boston? That used to be a canny dropper now.
Aye.
Yeah.
Did I?
We've went from everything here.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what we haven't mentioned, lads. The foundation coming top of that.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely amazing news. That was amazing. Have you got it up, Davey?
I'm just about to get it. But
really good news. They won a national award for that, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's trying to get it up. 1 second.
Oh, it's absolutely just shows you how good this foundation is, man. Amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Mickey, you're right. I think we'll probably underestimate it. You know how good it is. Well, you might, but I certainly will.
That's a terrible thing to say. You
see, announcing that the charities of top provides. I'm sorry, I'll get the words out. Announcing the active 50 charity providers winners. Gateshead FC coming first, beating the Birmingham City Foundation and Young Stars Community Hub. So, there's been some big hitters in this. I'm not going to say a competition, but people that are being recognised, and it's lovely that our the one that's associated with Gateshead Football Club, is absolutely smashing it. We already knew it. We've already talked about what they do. I think I seen Naz today. He didn't see me, but he was going into Glenwood School to do something, after hours. So they're constantly working. There's a lot of things that we don't hear about, and it's just a little shot in the arm for all the hard work and the people that work behind the scenes there. It's truly amazing, really is.
I got told on Saturday that they are going to start coaching deaf people as well, and a lot of them are learning sign at the foundation.
Wow.
So they can do the football coaching for the deaf. And I think that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
Absolutely outstanding.
That's like above and beyond, isn't it? That really is.
If you want to meet, I don't know if you've met Joanne before,
No.
Steely, but if you want to meet Joanne Watson of the trust, the foundation, sorry, she is so passionate about helping people in the borough.
Yeah, it's infectious, isn't it?
We had her on here. Has she not been on here before?
Yeah, she wouldn't come on here. It'd probably get Steely.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put a laugh there. But yeah, no.
I know she'll be listening. I do know she'll be listening.
Yeah,
And Joe, you do a fantastic job. All of them at the foundation doing an amazing job.
Really do. We've got some people coming in with their beers as well. That tangent that we went off. My favorite was 2020 alcohol fruit drink. Wasn't it Mad Dog? MD 2020 used to be Mad Dog.
Mad Dog was always Brunel.
No, it was MD 2020. There was a little dog on the bottle. So yeah, we've got Fixtons, Old Peculiar.
Yeah.
It's let's see, I can't get away.
Are you coming to any football games? I've been asked to ask you, Steely.
Oh yeah, I was getting to that one here.
I'm coming to the next home game, York City, on the Friday, Good Friday.
Yeah,
I do apologise. Just being as asking us in the background.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Luke. Yeah, I will. Yeah, absolutely. I'll be there at so I'll be at the York game. I'm going to go to the Boston away game. Not too far from
also as well, everybody don't forget that they will probably be on before it, but the York game is a 12:30 kickoff. Yeah, remember it is one. Yeah, all tickets.
And you need tickets.
Yeah, and
so get your ticket board, Steely.
Yeah, good point, because I made a mess up with that one in the Christmas New Year.
Yeah, all superstars says live about the
foundation.
Yeah, McEwen's best Scotch. God, people's bringing them out now.
I used to like that.
Vaux Lambton's next.
I tell you what was nice by Vaux, Double Maxim.
Oh, Double Maxim was a canny pint. Aye, I'll give you that. Aye, I enjoyed that.
I remember the first time I went out drinking.
Oh, here we go.
Didn't know what to ask for, so I remember my dad asking for a pint of X. So I had a pint exhibition.
I love X.
I know, but it was like a 17-year-old trying to get a drink in a bar, and then you pick like the what would be better from the bottom of a dog's bloody pee post. You know what I mean? I'm like this in the bar. Yeah, I'm having a drink.
I'm never drinking again.
I mean, my favorite job's Guinness now at the minute. Like, I must admit.
We've got Davey, assuming there's no storms that weekend.
Yeah, that's true. There is
supposed to be a big weather front coming through on the 12th.
Don't say that, man.
You'll have to get one of them. You know them surfboards with a kite on. Get one of them.
Just get a zip wire to the mainland.
That's what you do, a zip wire to the mainland. Get your nipples pierced and you can just slide across.
Why does Davey always have to take it too far? Zip wire, that makes all sense.
Nipples. With some pyrotechnics in your toes, it'd be a magnificent sight.
I could imagine what all you doing, to be honest, but that's another matter. Anyway.
We've got someone's got to see you at Boston as well, Steely.
Yeah, sure, absolutely, yeah.
Some are saying the crowd could exceed the record. It would be nice if it did. I think is that for the York one?
York, it must be.
Bass Ale. Sean Parry. Yeah.
Wow.
massive cans of Facts.
Can't remember that.
I can't, that must be a Scottish thing from the borders. That one must be up there.
Never heard of that one.
No.
Moretti. I'm not a fan of Moretti and Peroni.
Oh, right, it's all right. Yeah, it's all right.
Like I say, I'm more like
That's a whole
John
drink.
Guinness,
Oh,
real
maybe
ales.
Sham.
My first drink
Baby
was
Sham.
7 Baby Sham.
If you're on a Diamond White next.
I got drunk, when I was 5 once and fell off a bar stool in a bar. And
What were you doing in a pub drinking at 5-year-old?
I was with my dad. And
Here you go, son.
no,
Start them young.
I remember it was in the Highwomen in
Right.
and up in Wickham, or it's High Dunstan, whatever. And they brought, it was a drink that come out. Was it Appleade or something, or Apple Ties?
Apple ties.
Apple Ties. It was alcoholic. They didn't know. They just thought it was a soft drink in the bar. And I had about
Here
5.
you go, son.
I can vividly remember sitting next to the bandit, looking at the lights. Then next thing I know, I was off on the floor, and then apparently I was hungover the next day. Like
That must be some record. That like
the landlord come down like, I'm really sorry, I thought it was a soft drink. So yeah.
Well, apple ties was, so it must have been like like a alcoholic one.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
That's hilarious.
He's been pissed ever since.
the proud woman from my dad.
What do you want to go home? What's he up to? Oh, he's been drinking.
Some brewed at Lumley and some spoons. The quite what the Quest ale on quite often. Guess ale. Davey, why not drive to Boston? You could use some company on the boat. There you go. Yeah, you can do that. Christ, we've opened a real what do you call it? Yeah,
Can of worms.
My dad once had to order a snowball for my wife in the Black Garter. The looks he got from the locals. Oh,
wow!
So it is the Black Garter. I feel for young people now. They don't know what a bar used to smell like. If you want to go back in time, don't go to Beamish. Don't go to Beamish. Go in the Black Garter, and you can smell history in there. That floor's seen more spilled pints. And even though smoking's been banned in pubs for many a year, it still smells of smoking.
Well, some would say, Davey, at 7:30, it's still 1930 in the Black Garter.
Hey, I'll tell you what, it does.
It's got sawdust on the floor.
It's got locals' teeth on the floor. That's what it is. What's that? Faxes came in cans, warm and flat. By the time
You actually came in litre cans.
I've heard of it, but B&M have it now. No,
I've never seen it. Oh, that again.
Hang on. I'm trying to think of a new word for him here for John Ollie.
What's he said?
The scrumptious John Ollie has piped in with
Spoken like a true man.
Ace
Lager.
That was just coloured lemonade, wasn't it?
I can remember
a Viz character.
My mum, like if she bought, like my dad would go, "Could you get a bottle of whiskey from the supermarket when you go up?" My mum once bought Scotch Mist. Not Scotch Mist. Scotch Mist is maybe Scotch Mist. Scotch whiskey. No. Whiskey Mac, I think it was, from Aldi or something, and it was only like something like 4%.
Wow.
He was impressed. I first got drunk in the Highwomen. Look at that. There's a lot of we're doing it. We've got that. What's that? Oh, got another one here. The tar on the walls in the garter. It is. Yeah, it's.
Well, I hope we're painting a lovely picture.
Yeah, we are. That's where we're celebrating our 600th show.
That's when bars were real bars. Yeah. No better than a rum and coke. I've got to be in the mood. And I was weaned on Newcastle Amber Ale. Ugh.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I've seen that for years.
Nah.
That was the weaker equivalent of Brune.
What was
would that explain the colour of his underpants?
I would get brought up his underpants. I'm sure you just want to see inside his underpants, Steely.
Oh God! I tell
See
you
the
what,
bird nest in there.
Nobody wants to see that.
Gates FC starts as painting quite the picture of herself here. She's got white lightning set aside.
Oh, white lightning from Netto. Remember
Christ.
Netto?
At 10, I went on to Brunel.
Well, he was a Houston lad.
I mean, obviously, if Victor's watching, I mean, we'll wonder what the tipple is. What's the Scouse tipple?
Scouse?
Don't know.
You know?
Lager.
I know they had Carlsberg on the Liverpool strips, didn't they, for years? So that's not.
I mean, what was the one? Was it Blastaway and something else? What was the drink? You mixed two of them together, Diamond White and something else.
Yeah.
Hang on one second. I'm going to do a Google search because obviously we have a
Crucial information.
Nigerian consortium. What's a Nigerian beer?
Oh, never been.
Me neither. Bit warm this time of year.
Dad worked in Nigeria. Oh, there's one second. There's Nigerian Guinness.
Oh wow.
That's a foreign extra bottles. That's not really Star Finest Lager. That seems to be it.
Star Finest.
Is it? I know. I don't know if that's true. It's just bringing up random things. The major breweries, yeah, Star Lager, Gulda, Legend Extra Stout, are popular brands there.
I hope these are all gone in the Mickey Thornton suite.
Oh, yeah.
Star Lager, that'd be all right.
The Star Lager has to be the one that.
And the stout now, lad. Bye, lad.
Oh,
Nigerian stout.
Smell lovely by the end of the week.
Was it not a diesel or a black velvet?
A diesel was.
It was
diesel was snakebite with black currant in it.
That's right. Aye, snakebite. Yeah.
The other one I was thinking of was Diamond White and Castaway made a Blastaway.
Yeah,
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Steve's come up with it.
Is he? All right.
Well,
Stephen.
I know how I asked for a pint of X. I thought, Castlemaine 4X. That's where I thought, and I seen
yeah,
that's why I asked for a pint of X. Yeah, I don't see it that much now, do you?
That was worse than Foster's, and that's bad enough.
Apparently, foreign extra Guinness is cooking Guinness.
Oh, hey.
So, there we go.
You learn something every day on the show, don't you?
So, I mean, we'll go off into a little tangent, and we've lost a lot of viewers, so I think it's time to end it. But if you are going down, safe trip and cheer the lads on. Hopefully, come back with 3 points. If not, get us down to the Tyneside. They are showing the game 5:30 kickoff. And of course, we will endeavour, or LCL, there you go, it used to be on the Gateshead strip. That
when lose control lager or love comes later.
We might come back. Lovely. Well, when we come back, we'll be back if there's an announcement made. So anytime 8 o'clock, as long as it isn't Wednesday, we'll be back. So you know what'll happen. We'll see you on Thursday. But on that note, boys, thank you very much. Lovely bonnet, and as I say, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Well.